This video was made with support from the National Lottery Heritage Fund.
The Ross Tiger, the museum trawler at Grimsby's Fishing Heritage Centre, has reopened after essential work to protect her deck. 40 years working at sea were less damaging than the last 20 years of visiting tourists and Grimsby weather.
She was getting a little bit not nice for the public, for the decks were a bit uneven and quite a few trip hazards, and obviously having been stuck here for 20 years, the wood wasn't in best condition, and apparently it's since she's been here that most of the damage has been done, because the seawater 9 times out of 10 would come on the deck and straight off. But would have been sat here for 20 years, and apparently it's rainwater that's done a lot of the damage.
During the last 6 months, uneven wooden planking on the fish deck was removed to reveal the steel deck in good condition. Local companies grit blasted the metal and laid special paint before adding a protective mesh where the visitors walk.
All of that corrosion, all of that rot's disappeared, and the ship's now protected and preserved for the future.
The Tiger is one of the most accessible and prominent tourist attractions in the town. Her future depends on celebrating her past.
The Ross Tiger is 65 years old, considerably younger than most of the men who sailed her. This redecking means that her future is guaranteed.
It really means a lot, because we, at the Heritage Centre, we want people to look at that ship and not just see a piece of steel nicely painted up. That is part of the heritage of this town. That's the life and soul of this town.
That history on the high seas was just another day's work for an old salt.
Mostly, I would say 90% of the people who used to do it would do it, including myself. If I had the chance to take that ship to sea again now, I would jump at it.
Young visitors are not made of the same stuff.
You'd have about 12 men on here. You don't have enough men to sort of work shifts, so if there's a lot of fish that you're catching, you go to bed when the skipper says you do. You might be the thick end of 3 days without any proper sleep, which blows the minds of school children. Oops. Speaking of blowing your mind.
The Heritage Channel is supported by the National Lottery Heritage Fund.